There we go. Good morning. Good morning. All right. This is Rob from Houston. We're on Lake Conroe this morning. It's a beautiful morning. What time is it? 9:17. Getting out a little bit late this morning. I slept a little later. 10 hours, as a matter of fact. But that's good, especially when you're retired. So let's go through check our scenes this morning, make sure everything's working. So this one is our chart plotter with live scope. Right now that's pointed behind the boat. You can see a lot of fish running around back there. Next will be the checkers cam. Although that doesn't look that good. That's not the checkers cam. Oh, wait, no. What is that? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's the checkers cam. It's a Sony 3000. And I've got that one adjustable. Next will be a USB webcam off of the front here. Next will be our 360 cam overhead drone shot. Get that adjusted pretty good there. Now this will be changing all. Oops, what happened? I lost it. Sticky fingers, I'm sweating already. There we go. This will have to be adjusted all the time because it'll lock in that position, and then as the boat moves, I got to bring it back to the boat. All right, now this one is, oh, that's the same one. This one. That's my head cam. Let's see how that looks. I really think it needs to be down a little bit more, especially for this. Okay. Let's look around. How's that look? Anybody in chat? Okay. Next, I think there's one more. Well, then we have a 3-camera scene. You got the checkers cam, the head cam, and the overhead one. Then I have another 3-scene setup. Overhead, head, and face. And then we have a few of these chart plotter plus something. So I've got basically three of those versions of that view. Okay, so let's go to this one where we got the head cam and the checkers cam, and then I'm going to just turn that up like so while I'm getting started here. Okay, so the rudders are down, the dagger board's down, the trolling motor's plugged in and charged, the motor's down and connected to steering, so that should be ready to start. That starts up as usual. We'll let that warm up while we get the final ropes off. Let's see. Okay, this rope here needs to be repositioned. And it actually got wet. So we'll hang that out like that. Let's check the coffee. It's probably still too hot. Yeah. Yep, it is. Okay, so, one of my weights for my anchor, or for my fishing pole, sitting on the seat there. Okay, so now we got the remote for the trolling motor. It's windy already. There'll be probably gusts over 20 today. Not probably, but it will be. Okay, so next thing we'll do is we'll unplug the power. This is my net for catching live bait. I got it last week and I practiced at home, and then I've been practicing here, and I'm pretty good at it now, or I'm decent, let's call it. The only problem is I couldn't catch any off the dock here. I caught some last night, but they didn't make it through the night, and then I tried catching some more this morning, and I didn't catch any. So we're going without live bait again. Okay, for this line, first thing I do is just lengthen it a little bit so that it's good when I come in with the boat pull. Okay, wind is blowing the boat around already. Okay. Now, we'll position this line like so that when we come in, we'll be ready to go. We're cockeyed in the already, but it'll be okay. Okay, we're off. And everything's looking good. Morning.
Morning, how are you?
Good. How could I not be? Okay, that's my neighbor. I forget his name. Wow, that wind is blowing already. That's okay, because we want to do some sail trolling. Now, one of these days, I'm going to go out there and try throwing my net some. I wonder if today should be the day. I don't think so, because we're late. And I got to go home later today. Okay, now what you're seeing out of that side camera is the Freedom Boat Club. They've got at least 2 locations here in Conroe, Texas. And they got boats here on this dock, and then they got another dock back there where they got a whole bunch of pontoon boats. That looks like a pretty cool deal if I didn't already have a boat. Because people just rent, they pay a rent. I think they can take any boat they want. Not sure about that, but I think so. And then, no, they just bring their stuff out, they come out, they jump in a boat, and they take it out for the day. And I think it must be, they don't pay by the trip because they'd never be able to have 3 employees all day long every day for about 12 hours a day. So it must be a monthly rent, and you know they have enough rent money coming in consistently that it works out for them. Okay, let's go to one of our underwater shots. We're in 11 feet of water. What I typically do is I get about here, and then I drop my trolling motor. Because I like to troll along this floating dock here. And then I lock it. There we go. I do a GPS lock on it. Then we can shut the big motor off and we can start getting our stuff ready. So let's go back to this guy. No, let's go to this guy. Right there. And then, so the wind is swinging the boat around, but that's okay. So I'm going to be fishing for catfish. And I have this gang hook on. And I left the center hook empty because I was going to put live bait on it. But I didn't have any live bait, so... Wow, that wind is coming out of the... Huh. Wind is coming out of the west. I've never seen that here. Okay, now pull this in. We'll put our downrigger tether on. I'm going to put it about half strength. So if a relatively small fish gets it. Okay, now one thing I want to do is I just want to see if I can see this lure. Okay, I don't think I can see it. All right, now, I'm not going to put that line out very far because we're pretty shallow here. And I just want it ready to go. And I don't want to snag and lose that big gang of hooks. Now this one, I've got heavily weighted. And I just have a Rapala with a hot dog. Just unplugged my hot dog. Checkers can smell it already. Got to be really careful with this. Catfish bait. Okay, I got my drag set too tight. In fact, it's so tight I can't turn the wheel. So let's just do that like that for now. And then we'll get our needle nose and we'll carefully loosen that. Okay, there we go. Still a little bit tight. I don't want this thing bird caging, and that's what this setting does here. Makes it so that there's always a drag on it. It never goes limp. Ooh, better tighten that up. Okay, now let's get this guy in here. It's okay, Checkers. Loosen it up a little bit more. Wow. Huh. Oh, no wonder. I'm going to loosen that just a little bit more. Okay, the counter's not working. I haven't gotten that counter figured out yet. Well, I'm going to pull more out. I'll get about 10 feet out. Ooh, I can feel them on the bottom. Ooh, that's how you do that. That's pretty slick. Now it's close enough for me to handle it, to maneuver it and work it. Okay, now let's use the trolling motor. Keep losing glasses. I put like these, I buy these reading glasses, the cheap ones from Walmart, about $7 each, but I've probably put about 4 or 5 of them in the lake already. I hook them on my shirt and then plunk. All right, so now I'm going to take the anchor off and I'm going to start the motor. And I'm actually going to go back that way. No, I'm not. I'm going this way. Wind is pushing me anyway. Okay. Let's get it up to about 5. Okay, now we'll start dropping this ball down. Gotta make sure. I gotta hook this. I gotta make sure I'm loose. And gotta steer at the same time. Okay, we should start seeing the ball in the scope. Might have to turn it a little bit. How far down am I? I'm about 5 feet down. Should be able to see it. I'm going to drop it just a little bit more. I need to be able to see this. I want to see the weighted ball. Well, I'm getting a bite or a snag. Must be a snag. That would be very unfortunate. Coming in. Must be a fish. No? Huh, that's weird. Must have been a bite, you would think. Okay. It's okay, Checkers. Okay. Okay, everything looks good on the cameras. Okay, now we'll put this back over here. And then we got to bring our ball back up because we lost the tether. Could have been a bite. Or it could have been a snag. Come on. There we go. So I'll put it on a little bit harder this time so that it's a little bit harder to break it loose. Now, let's restart the trolling motor. And we'll put this back in here. How's this line look? Looks okay. Now, let's start dropping it again. I should be about 5 feet down right now. Ooh, I wonder if I'm seeing my lure. We're 6 feet down, but the weird thing is I can't see my ball. The other weird thing is yesterday when I was trolling with this, everything was going the other direction. Like it was going right to left, I thought. Maybe not. I'm going to slow that trolling motor down because we're up at 1.3 miles an hour right now. Okay, now let's see if that shiny object goes down. It does. That might be... Okay, that must be the ball. All right, there we go. We're in pretty good shape now. We're not very far down, but I don't want to get a snag. So yesterday, all of my I had one camera acting up, kept going on and off, especially in the beginning of my stream. Anybody in chat? Nope. And then I also had my iPad, which is handling the live scope stream, that kept minimizing and disconnecting from Wi-Fi. And then also the menu kept coming up on my YOLO box, which is my switching device. And it was really pissing me off. It was an aggravating stream. But then, and this happens sometimes, I'll have these kind of issues, and then they kind of they reduce in quantity, let's say. Well, you know what we probably should do? Okay, it's time for me to start turning out to the center of the channel anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the autopilot on. And then we're going to put this up. We'll put the net up so we don't lose our precious checkers. And then the other thing we should do, but he's not going to like it, is, see, he's running already. He's running. He's running from the life jacket. Good boy. Good boy, Checkers. Good boy. How's our, yeah, we're looking good. Good boy. Yeah. Okay, now that's his favorite spot down there. So let me get this stuff out of the way for you so you can tuck into your favorite spot. There you go. All right, now Take the autopilot back off, release the clutch, and we'll change our course, start heading for the center of the channel. Then we can start dropping our line a little bit. Okay, now we're going down to 10 feet in 16 feet of water. Now I could always do better if I had myself closer to the bottom. Let's give Checker some more room. And this, I adjust this throughout the day depending on how much sunlight I want to block. All right, so our hook's at 10 feet, the bottom's at 17. And I'm just hand steering. And we're going 1.1 miles an hour, that's good enough. What are we set at? We're set at, it's hard to see this, 3.5. All right, we'll just leave it there for now. Now I added a weight to this pole, and my line is going closer to straight down. It's jiggling around like it's either touching the bottom or I got a fish. What does my counter say? Counter says I'm only down 5 feet. That's bullshit. Look at that bait ball. Holy shit. I should have my net out right now. Wow. It's cool the way the bait ball maneuvers itself away from that 5-pound weight. So the wind is almost coming out of, I almost need to be sailing now, although it's not strong enough. Okay, I see something I want to fix like right now because I've been looking at it for a couple days. So I'm gonna set the autopilot and then I'm gonna go fix my flags. Wait a minute. I should change scenes too, so that you guys, if I fall off the boat, you guys can see that. And there we go. And send help. I'm just kidding, of course. Oh, there's those frickin' glasses flying off again. I gotta do something different. Wow, okay. Where should that be? About right there? Okay, spider webs here are like cables here in Houston. Do I dare throw a line out? Why don't I do that? Oh shit. Maybe not. As long as I'm up here. Autopilot set. Just to say we did it. I'm going too fast though. And I'm too close to shore. Okay, we'll do 2 casts. I don't have my life jacket on. All right, that's enough for now. We're just practicing that. Sail bag fishing holder, fishing pole holder. Okay, all right. Let's turn the autopilot off, and then I want to steer out close. It's more to the center of the channel, and we're at 20 feet now, so let's lower this down to about 12. Okay, this one, we can probably lower this one a little bit too. I'm going to go down another 5 feet, go to 10 feet. It's pretty fast to have a little kid on the back. Okay, all is good. Turn this a little bit. Anybody in chat? No. It's okay. All right, so there's fingerlings. If you click the link in my chat where it says location, it'll show you where I'm at on the lake. At least it should. I might have to move my transponder. Right now I've got it in a window down below, and sometimes it's not working. You know what? I should put that sail out. We're flying now. 2 point. The wind is pushing us. Wonder if we got a storm coming. Let's check the weather. The last time I didn't check the weather, I got a surprise. And I didn't check the weather this morning. Okay, so it's not bad. We got 9-mile-an-hour winds with 19-mile-an-hour gusts right now. And then by 4 o'clock, we're up to 10 and 21. So that's okay. But the wind is coming out of the southwest, which is unusual. Okay. All right, we're back on there. Menu popped up. That's not good. Okay, let's move the checkers cam over here, like so. And then, because of the direction of the wind, I don't usually do this, but I'm going to put my jib sail out right now. and sail troll. First thing we got to do. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Is I got to pull this out. Oh, look at that thing. Is it going to be in the way? My bait bucket's in the way. Okay, we got that. That fell out. Should have put the autopilot on. Now, trolling motor's still going, but we'll turn that off soon. As soon as we get the sail out. I'm not going to pull it out too far because wind is pretty strong this morning and I don't want it to go too fast. Because we won't be able to troll very good. We'll do that, and then we'll hook that there. Okay, so we're sailing, so we can shut the trolling motor off, and it's off. And I'm going to go to hand steering. Wow, we're going 2 miles an hour. Holy shit. I got a fish or something. And whatever it is, it's pretty big. I hope it's not a snag. It's acting like a frickin' snag. And I'm going to lose that big gang of hooks. Oh no, it's a fish. Huh. Must be a big one. I saw it up by the surface. Wow. Okay, so I've never pulled this in like this with the sail up. Wow. It almost looks like I snagged one. Whatever this is, it's not fighting. It's weird. Kind of looks like the fish is sideways, like I snagged it. It's possible with this hook setup. How's my camera? Okay. Probably gonna have to stop the boat and turn it into the wind. So it's a little bit more challenging when you're sailing, you know? Wow. This looks kind of like a blue catfish. No, might be a piece of junk. Let me get these freaking glasses off here. I hope it's not a turtle. You know what? It kind of looks like a net. Yeah, it's just a piece of garbage. Shit. I don't know what it is, though. It's a bag of something. Wouldn't that be cool if there was something? A bag of money. It's a bag of money. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can... All right, that's going to be kind of hard to get in. So let me try setting the autopilot. Oh, it fell off. Now I kind of want to get it. It's empty. That's why I was pulling so hard. Now I got it snagged, but good. It's going to be slimy. Don't hook twice. Okay, so I still got my hot dog. All right. Well, the tether worked on the downrigger. How's the camera views? They're still good. Pretty good. Okay, now... Oh, I snagged the freaking... No. You gotta be really careful where those hooks are. Sure enough, it dug in. No, it didn't. This isn't the ideal fishing boat, as you can see, but it's my fishing boat. It's the only one I got. There we go, got the tether. You okay, Checkers? Awful lot going on in here, isn't there? Okay, autopilot's holding good. Okay. There's our ball. It's down at 10 feet. Oh, let me get you on the screen. Okay, so there it is. It's at 10 feet now. We're in 30 feet of water. I'm going to go down to about 15, maybe a hair more. Right there. Okay. All right. Woo. That's a workout. All right. So we're in 16 feet of, we're down 16 feet and we're in 27 feet of water. All right. So let's just leave it like that for a little while. Wind is, now I'm going to change my course here. Take the autopilot off, and we're going to go downwind, headed out that way for the bigger part of the lake. Oh, this is nice. You okay, buddy? You doing okay? There's our checkers. Good boy. Yeah. We're going 0.9 miles an hour. That's good. There's no gusts right now. It's just light wind. I've never sailed out of the marina like that. And then once we get out into the bigger part of the lake, after we go around this left-hand corner, then we'll tack. And we'll go like almost north. Right now we're headed 120 degrees east southeast. I think that's the way to say it. You say east because it's only about 30 degrees off of east, but we're about, I don't understand these lines very well. So, half between 60, is that a 60? 60 and 120 would be 100. So east would be 100 degrees, and we're at about 119 right now. And then south is over at 175. I gotta get to know those if I'm ever gonna do some serious bigger water sailing. There's a sailboat over there. Oh, this is nice. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. A lot of cloud cover. It's going to rain for at least 8 days straight starting tomorrow. How's my head camera? Is it at the right angle for what I use it for? Anybody in chat? Nope. Oh, yeah. I can't believe I get paid to do this. Oh, wait. I don't get paid. 1.7. So I've got that sail out, I don't know, halfway, probably. Let's okay. Ooh, we gotta bring this baby up. The depth changed on us. We're getting to be about 20. There's a bump out here. Which is good because the fish like to hang out near the ledges of the bumps. But I'm going to be pretty protective of that big gang of hooks. I don't want to get a snag. So I'm at 12 feet and the water's 23. Sun's coming out. I can still see the chart plotter pretty good with sunglasses on. The live scope. So 0 on the top, numbers going across the top, 0 is where the transducer is, which is right here. So it's looking both forward and back. And I don't have a whole lot of line out beyond that 5-pound ball that we see on the screen. So there's 2 dots there. One I believe to be the tether. I know it's the tether. And then the other ball, the other dot, the bigger dot forward is the 5-pound ball. And I was hoping we'd be able to see the hook, but let's experiment just a bit. So if I turn this a little bit to the left, we'll be looking further behind the ball. Nope, I was really hoping we could see that lure, but we can't. Hey! How you doing? That's another McGregor. That's an X. Can you see it in the camera? It's weird that you can't see that boat up there. That boat's in the same marina I am. How's our depth? So we're 8 feet off the bottom right now. I wanna stay. I don't want to cut this corner too tight. I've lost lures over there. .3. I forgot to bring my water up. I'll be needing that. Let's make sure we got that trolling motor off. Yeah. I knew it was off. Okay, starting to get deeper again. A couple more feet and I'll drop it. Oh, you know what? We are disconnected. Our tether's disconnected again. So that, okay, so this thing is enough of a load that it's popping the tether. So now we'll hook it in deeper. Way back there. Okay, we're at 8 feet. Let me get this back on the... So we're at 8 feet, 10 feet. Let's go way down to 15 feet. Okay. Where did that McGregor X go? That's weird. Maybe that's him over there. I'm going to lower this one a little more. We're down 12, 14, 15. Try that for a little while. There we go. That's a fish, I think. Or just pop the tether again. It's a little more of a load. It's not a big fish, if it is a fish. Line's coming in. God dang it. Man, that thing pulls hard. Pop the tether again. Okay, that might not end up working out for me too good. too much of a load for the tether at this speed. Well, it's the first time I tried this. Maybe that McGregor wasn't going sailing. Maybe he was just driving somewhere. Well, darn it. This may not end up working out for me. Let's see if I can get it a little bit deeper in the tether. The deeper you put it, the harder it holds. All right, so let me look at this thing. Okay, so there is, I don't think you can put it in too far. So now I've definitely got it buried all the way. I'm sorry, checkers, I was crowding you, wasn't I? Now I might have to pull that sail in a little bit. We're just going a little bit too fast for trolling. How come I can't see my ball? Where am I? Yeah, we're going 2 miles an hour again. I don't think the tether came off yet. And we are down, should be at about 10 feet on the chart. And we are. 15 feet. Well, it's turning me upwind a little bit. Man, that's pretty far back there. I don't think I'm on the tether anymore. God dang it. So what I'm gonna have to do is switch poles. No, I am still on it, huh? Okay. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble finding my ball. Huh. That could be it. Where am I at? At about 11 feet. There it is. Okay, am I crazy, or is this chart plotter going the other way now? Okay, now we're down to 15. And we're in 35 feet of water, so let's go down to 20. Oh, this damn thing. Almost pulled it out of the tether myself. Okay, now we're down to 20. Okay. Oh, are we on autopilot? No, we're not. But it's just holding good. Now we're at 1.2 miles an hour. That's a little better. That's 20 feet of line on that one. Oh, what happened here? Sorry about that. Could have sworn I set that scene. So I was kind of expecting that McGregor X to put his sails up, but he must have been just going somewhere, not sailing. I wasn't picking my nose, honest. I was just scratching it. Anybody in chat? Nope. Okay, that's holding in the tether good now. Our speed went down. Seems like the wind might be shifting from the southwest closer to south now. Not quite. Still a little bit southwest. Oh, man. I really need another downrigger. Depth looks good. Speed is good at 1 mile an hour. So we'll go across the lake here, and then we should be able to tack back, or at least straight down the lake. Oh, we're on a bump, so we better come up just a hair. We got a fish following it too. This will drop off to 50 feet soon. It's 30 foot deep now, and we're at about 18. I could go down a little more. Let's go down to 20. All of a sudden, that's wanting to take off. Wind died down. We're still going over a mile an hour though, and that's good for trolling. My audio's working, right? Yep. We're still streaming, it looks like. So the motocross race was pretty good yesterday. It looked like it was in the 250 class. It was starting to look like it could be an absolute runaway by Hayden Deegan because he had won 4 motos, two motos per event. So he won 2 events, all 4 motos, 2 weeks in a row. And so coming into this one, he actually was close to setting the record at, I think 5 might be the maximum anybody's ever had in a row, or 6. So he could have set a record yesterday, but he's not getting great starts this year. He's, I would say, in the top 5 almost all the time, maybe 6th once or twice. But you know, they're decent starts. And the first 2 weeks, he was able to move through the other guys and pass them and take the lead, and then actually win by a lot. In fact, last week he wasn't feeling good, and still won. But this week, Chance Hymas from Utah, or was it Idaho? Idaho, I think. He set the fast time in qualifying. There's a massive wave over there, big ass white cap, just like all by itself. And so he set the fast time, and then he got the whole shot in the first heat, or first moto, and won. And Hayden was maybe 3rd or 4th, maybe, on the start, and he got up to 2nd, for a while he was catching Hymas, but then he fell. And he was probably within a second or 2 of catching him. He fell, he went back to about 8 seconds behind, and then he pretty much rode it out from there because the race was probably at about 25 minutes long, I think. Must have been about at least 15, close to 20 minutes into the race when that happened. So he pretty much just rode it out, and he was catching him a little bit, but not much. And in the past, whether it's Chance Hymas or anybody, when Hayden Deegan wants to turn it on, he has been able to catch everybody and anybody. And so I think he's playing the long game. I think he's really racing for the championship, and he can take a second now and then. And so then in the second moto, so then I bet you any money he felt like he was pushing it too hard when he fell. Because in the second moto, same thing. Hymas gets the hole shot, and Deegan's actually in second. And he pretty much rides behind him fairly close the whole race. Never really, I don't think he was riding at his peak at all. Oop. Something's happening. I think we might be getting a bite. I can see a fish down there. We're 10 feet off the bottom. Okay, kind of looks like I might have lost the tether, because it's so far back. So let's check this. Could be a fish. I'm gonna have to bring this up anyway. Must have got a bite, maybe. Pulled us off the tether. Yep, we're off the tether. I don't think this is a fish. Nope. Okay, so I'm not ready to tack yet. So maybe we had a hit, a bite. I mean, that could happen, right? It's possible. I'm going to be crowding you, checkers. Oh, I might have to move that plant. There we go. I got to bring this up on the backside, otherwise it's going to snag on the downrigger. So now I'm going to bury it again, all the way in. See that? Can you see that? I'm going to have to go down and get some water. And I'll bring Checker's water up too. Okay. Now, it's weird, I can't see it again. There it is. So we're at 10 feet. Feet. We'll go to 20. Okay. Okay. How's that? Oh, my cameras and my streaming equipment is being really, really good boy today. Good girl. What is it, a boy or a girl? Yesterday was unpredictable, and it was on and off, and it was in and out. Well, in and out would be the boy, but yesterday, I'm gonna just say it was a female. And today, it's so well behaved as a boy that it's not even in and out. How's that? Okay, so let's set the autopilot, and then we'll go downstairs and get some water for Checkers and some water for Dad. Oh. Let's see how the solar's doing. So we're only charging about 100 watts right now, and we're using 170. And that's because I have the refrigerator plugged in to the inverter. Okay. Let's get some water for Checkers. We'll give him good clean water right out of the filter. My drinking water. And then we're going to take up 2 bottles of water. A frozen one and a cold one. And some of this cold one we're even going to give the Checkers. Checkers, you want some water? You want some water? You want water? Okay, we're on course. Whew. Tether still seems to be connected. Wow. Sail's out about halfway. Sleepy dog. Yeah, you're a sleepy dog. This is his favorite spot right here. We're at 32, 33 feet of water and the hook's down 20. I could go down lower, but I just don't want to snag, you know? Let's see. All right, I'll go to 22. That's it, though. There's a big ass fish down there. But he's out in front of my lure. This is out 23. Oh, it's got a bird cage. I can't understand why this bird cage is without even spinning. Okay. Not that many boats out here today. Usually when I count on a Sunday like this or a weekend, I do a boat count every once in a while, and it's somewhere between 10 and the highest has been 26 boats in sight. Is there anybody in the chat? No. We're going 1.1, that's perfect for trolling. Might want to come up a hair. And I don't see my ball. There it is. So we're at 18. There's fish around it. So the ball is 6 feet behind the boat and 18 feet below the surface. I don't need this autopilot on. Wind died down. And like it's almost like it's changing direction, or I got to turn downwind a little more. Yeah, we might want to start change our course a little bit. But I can't even tell which way the wind's going. It's not moving the flags. Must be just about downwind. Yeah, I'm just about straight downwind. So I'll turn and we'll do a partial tack. No, it's an official tack. So as soon as I get over there. I'm sorry, Checkers. I'm sorry, buddy. That's bugging you, isn't it? Okay, so now we're going to be heading north. Northwest. And we can't see our ball. There it is. It's at about 16 feet, 17 feet, and we're at 30 feet of water. Now the speed's going to pick up. That might pull us off the tether again. Oh, this is cool. All you can hear is the jiggling of my fuel tank gauge. Okay, let's go to one of these. Go to a different one. Okay, so now our hook is down at about 17 feet, maybe 18, and we're in 30 feet of water. Yesterday I caught a catfish out here in the center somewhere, and it was a relatively small one. And he was, and I got him. Sometimes I'll catch a catfish and it doesn't pull it off the tether if it's too small, and that doesn't do the fish any good if I don't get it up right away. So, but anyway, the first one was small. I could have kept him, but he was, I mean, I could have gotten a decent fillet out of him, but I let him go. But the second one I caught, I think he was on for quite a while, and he was not looking good. He was belly up when I got him, when I pulled him in, because he didn't pull the tether off, so I didn't notice that I had a fish. Okay, so we're down at almost 35 feet, so we could let some more line out. Let's go down to about 22 at least. Right about there. You can see it in the... Let's adjust this just a hair. See if we can get a little bit better view. There it is. Now the ball is 9 feet behind the boat and 21 feet down. Here comes a baited ball of fish. It's out in front of the boat right now. It's right under the boat. Now the fish can actually, sometimes the reason you can see that big ball of fish and then it just disappears is because the view of this live scope is only about 5 inches wide. So it's from here, it's about 5 inches wide going forward and then 5 inches wide going back. Now I have it turned this way. So when we see a ball of fish go through that rather quickly, that means they're probably going across. So they're going through the beam, and the beam going forward is probably pointing about like this. Somewhere about like so. Oh, you can't see. Yeah, you can see my hand. Let's see. How come I can't see my hand? Oh, I know why, because my head is over there. Yeah. That was Goofy. He's Goofy. Uh-oh. Something's happening. We just pulled the tether for sure. Okay, so we either got a snag. This is acting like a snag. Oh, that's bad. Oh, wow. Yep, that's a snag. God dang it. Oh, shit. Whole frickin' gang of hooks. Oh, boy. That's a shame. Where were we? We were about... I broke my rule. I was about 8 feet above the bottom. Son of a bitch. Okay, I am not doing that anymore. I'm not doing a whole frickin' gang of hooks anymore. That was ugly. Now I purposely put a whole bunch of my old just junk lures on it just in case this happened. That's too bad. Let's put this view on. Yeah, so we're not doing that anymore. Okay. What are these guys doing cutting right in front of me? What are you guys doing? As soon as these guys go by, I'll go downstairs and get some gear. Then we'll rig this reel. Might as well bring this up. We're going over a bump anyway. Okay. Let's go get some more shit to lose that we don't mind losing. I'm gonna reel this in just a hair. Okay, now we'll set the autopilot. Okay. All right, so now we'll get this guy here, and then we'll get this guy here. No, I don't need that. And where's my... Because I'm disappointed in losing another lure, I'm going to put this old guy on here. He's not very big. He's a jitterbug. You'll get a lot of visibility. And we've never tried them either, so... Oop, wait. Let's throw a piece of sausage on it. We'll get one for the hook, and we'll get one for checkers. But let's put this on down here. Like so. It's probably going to mess up his jitterbug, his jittering. Why is that like that? Huh. It's weird. The autopilot sounds good up there. It's not like it's not freaking out. Okay, we'll put this here. Wipe our hands off a little bit. Get rid of this. Now it's freaking out a little bit. Probably waves, but yeah, we're doing good. We're still on course. Oh, and I forgot Checkers hot dog. I hate to give them one because it might attract them to this one. And that we don't want. Stay there. You can smell it already, can't you? There you go. Here you go. No, stay. Stay there, though. Stay there. We don't want you biting this other one. Wow, we've got some speed going here. No, Checkers, stay. Checkers, you stay there. Okay, so then we'll wrap this around there. And then we'll wrap that around one more time. Ooh. Got to start over. Not completely over, but I lost my grip. Okay, got to hold that tight. And then we'll go around here, like so. Then we'll go around one more time. And then, ooh, this is going to be difficult. In fact, almost impossible. I got to pull this all the way through. I think it worked. Not very good. Okay, that's pretty good. We're still on course, and what I don't know is whether you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so that's good. What's our depth? 30 feet. But you're smelling my fingers, aren't you? I don't have anything for you, buddy. I gave you some. No sense in crying over spilled lures, right? I mean, that was probably about $50 worth when it was new. The gang hook thing was $13. I had about a 10-cent hook on it, and then I had Nah, it wasn't 30. Probably maybe 25 tops. We're still on course. See if we can see our weight. There it is. It's at 15 feet right now. I'm going to go to about 16 and 30 feet of water. That's it. I'm not going to get too risky. Got the jitterbug down there with a hot dog on it. So probably catfish might be the only thing we'll catch with it. Okay. You doing okay there, Checkers? All right, so we're going 1 mile an hour. Anybody in chat? Nope. Let's fix this guy. Oh boy, water depth is changing. Oh, this is good. What's that yellow thing to say there? Wind died down again. It's weird. It's supposed to be 10-mile-an-hour winds today. I don't need this autopilot anymore. I'm going to turn a little bit. See if I can get that sail to fill out a little bit. Turn a little bit to the port. I can't see my ball. There it is. It's there. Yeah. 16 feet. And we're in 30 feet of water. Wow, I'll tell you, that frickin'... Need some wind. This thing's got a counter on it. I spent extra money to get the counter, and it really, honestly, I don't think it works worth a shit. So now it's reading 996 right now. So I'm just going to reel this up to the surface and see. Wow, is that ever hard to reel? Why is that? Okay. Okay, so what does it say? It says 973. Uh-huh. Now it says 0. This reel's a piece of shit. Keeps bird caging and it without spinning. What's the counter say? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. It's bird caging. Unfucking believable. $17. Just gonna go to 18 feet to it. We're up to 0.8 miles an hour. So the wind picked up a hair. It's 11 o'clock already. I did leave late today. What's up with that? Water flying all over the place. Okay, now we're picking up the wind a little bit. So next week, what I usually do is I come here. I always come on either Thursday night or Friday, and then we have 2 cars. My daughter's an ice figure skating coach, and she still trains some and goes to workouts. So she uses our Volkswagen Beetle, and then my wife works full-time plus, and she takes our Hyundai Santa Cruz typically. But my daughter's also got a bike. So there have been some times when I would come here during the week using her car. Like I'll come on Tuesday and maybe go back home Thursday night, and then come back out on Friday with the Hyundai and leave the. My daughter does most of her coaching on the weekend, so she really needs the car on the weekend. But during the week, sometimes she'll take her bike if the weather's decent. So right now we're looking at about 8 days straight starting tomorrow with rain. So I won't be able to swipe the Vug from Mary because she won't be able to ride her bike. So I might be able to have my son Corey drive me out, or Mary, but then I'll be stuck here without a car. And that can work out. It's just a little bit inconvenient, which I think is what I'm going to do, because the temperatures are going to be in the 80s all week when it's raining. So I can just watch the weather. If it's going to rain late in the day, I'll go out early in the day. If it's going to rain all day, then maybe I'll go out and get a little bit wet, or vice versa. I'll go out late in the day. But anyway, even though it's calling for rain every day, that doesn't mean I won't be able to be out. So I'll probably go home tonight and then have somebody drive me back out on Tuesday. So the wind picked up. We're going 1.1 now. That's just about perfect. But we're in super deep water, so we're at 50 feet, 40 feet now. Oh, not good. Counter's at 27. Okay, we'll leave that there. And this, oh, sorry, Checkers, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. Let's drop this down to at least 25. Go to about 24. No, we're at 28 and 49 feet of water, 45 feet of water. Okay, that's good. I won't catch any fish, but we also won't get a snag. There's about 3 of those big ass loud boats out here, I think. Seems like one or the same one is out almost every day. Anybody in chat? I don't think so. I wonder how loud those boats are to be in them. Sound sure does carry, though. They sound loud. So normally, the wind is coming out of the south or southeast, which is that way. Today it's coming more out of the southwest. So I was able to sail right from the marina all the way around the corner here, and then I sailed straight out, then I tacked. And so I've been able to sail all the way from the marina. But normally when it's coming out of the south or southeast, I use my trolling motor from the marina back out to this corner of the lake. I think a wave caused that. That reel to pay out a little bit. So So I use my trolling motor to get out to the south end of the lake by the dam, and then I'll sail like I am today, although the wind will be more from the behind me rather than the port side like it is now. And could be getting a bite. It's possible. It's possible we could be getting a bite. It's getting shallower. And so with the wind coming out of the southwest, I can sail two directions basically. I can sail east and then I can sail north. And then I'll motor all the way back. I see no fish here. Zero. I wonder why that's happening. There's a sailboat up there. I wonder if that's the McGregor. Looks like it could be. Well, the McGregors don't sail upwind too good. So I suspect that's not him. I can hear that big boat, but I don't see him. He must be in by my marina, possibly. Yeah, that's not a McGregor. That's a little tiny, probably about a 22 foot. So, wind has picked up. We're going 1.4 miles an hour now, which really cools it off nice too. I can lower this some more. We're in 51 feet of water and I'm at 26. I'll go down to 35. Okay, that's it though. No closer. So we're about 15 feet off the bottom right now. There's a big ball of bait.
Okay. BST viewers on boostgrowth.online at 7YT9WGBP.
Well, I had the chatbot killer on, but it didn't work. It still came through. Okay, what is that saying? So that must mean my battery went in. I was just about to say, it's interesting, none of my batteries have gone dead yet. But I think this one did. Or we just lost it. It's funny because I can see, okay, that means all we did was lose it. But as long as I got it down, I'm going to change the battery. Okay, that sailboat did attack. He's headed back the other way now. Okay, that's charging. New battery's in. Let's fire it up. Okay. Then we'll wait for it to say join. Let's go. Oh shit. Let's put the on. We'll go there while I'm fixing this camera. Not much to see though. We're at 35. Our ball's down at 35 feet of water. We're in 50 feet total. And we're rehooking up a camera here. Change the battery. Do a battery change. We're on Lake Conroe in Texas. About 30, 40 miles north of Houston. It's basically considered part of Houston. Okay, we got to join. We're joining the camera. There we go. Now we're back on. But for some reason, I got to flop it between the 360 cam and a single shot cam in order to get it to... There we go. Okay, so now let's go back to this and give you a tour of the boat. Oops, stop it. Give you a tour of the boat. And then we'll raise this guy up. There we go. Perfect. All right. Went off course a little bit while I was doing that, but we're good. Yesterday we caught 2 catfish. I was starting to talk about that. No, I guess I did tell that story. One was too small, and I hooked him and I pulled it in, and he was not damaged at all. Had him barely hooked, so I put him back in because he was pretty small. I could have kept him. I could make a fillet out of him, but I let him go to be a bigger boy or a bigger girl. And then I caught another one on the way back, and sometimes when I catch a smaller catfish, it doesn't pull the line off the tether, so I don't notice that I have a fish. And that's what happened yesterday. So when I got all the way back in, it was a decent sized catfish. That's acting like I'm getting a bite. And that line, when it's going back like that, that usually means I'm off the tether. But we're also really deep. So I don't know if I don't think we're off the tether. Anyway, when I got that catfish back into the boat, back up to the surface, he was not looking good. So I put him in the freezer. Okay, so this is acting like I might have a fish. Now, if I'm still on the tether, the line will go slack right now. And I can't really tell if it is or not. So I'm up at 20 feet now. I just can't really tell if I got a fish or no fish. If it is a fish, it's not a very big one. And he's not fighting. I think I'm still on the tether. Which is okay, I'll just go back down again. I'm almost positive I'm still on the tether. Which would be good. Yep, we're still on the tether. All right, so that's okay. Let's get a better look at this ball. No, I don't think that's it. There it is. $20 feet, 25 feet, 30 feet. Let's stop there. Okay. All right, we're good there. We're still good over there. Wind has picked up. We're going 1.7, and everything's fine. Cameras are still on. Oh, baby. This is the way it's supposed to be. So what's happening is when the boat's rocking, it's pulling a little bit more line out. So that's why that's happening. What happened to that sailboat now? Oh, he's straight ahead. But he's going downwind now too, I think. Anybody in chat? Just the bot. At least I know my voice chat's working when a bot comes on. So I'm streaming on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube, and I'm surprised that I don't get any more viewers. I got about 26 followers on Twitch. I got 0 followers on Kick, but I do have 2 different people that come on every once in a while from Kick. They just haven't followed me. And then, which is a bad sign. And then also on YouTube, I've got a whopping 16 subscribers, I think. But I would say I don't get a person chatting every single trip. But let's say I get somebody chatting with me at least 3 out of 5. Wind is picking up nice. It's just perfect. The breeze is cooling us off, and we're trolling at 1.4 miles an hour. Hard to beat. We're not spending any money right now, and let's figure out, I don't know if I could do this math. What does it cost me per, well, it's easy to figure. My slip here is $300 a month. So let's just call it 30 days. So it's $10 a day. And so if it were a 10-hour day, it would be $1 an hour. 20-hour day would be 50 cents an hour. So a 24-hour would be about probably about 40 cents an hour, which means it's about 0.7 or so cents per minute. That's what it's costing me right now. If we wanted to round everything, let's say it would be 1 penny per minute of pleasure, fishing and sailing. So that's what so the cost right now is penny per minute, and I have the potential to catch a meal. And so what does it cost me to eat? Probably, I know I'm over $300 a month. I'm probably, with the price of ribeyes now, I'm just going to say I'm about $600 a month. So that's about 2 cents per minute. So if I catch, let's say I catch a fish a day, I'm paying for my, if I catch a fish a day, I'm paying for my slip. Okay. And all the pleasure of fishing and sailing would be for free. How's that sound? Water's getting deeper. There's a ton of fish all over the cannon. What's that called? The column. A lot of them high up too. Maybe I'll catch one on this pole. So we're in 55 feet of water, and we're at 30 feet. And I'm not lowering it because the frickin' whole column it's got fish all the way up and down. Can you see that? There's fish everywhere, or specks of something. Should be fish. So I have to move my Nebo, what do you call it, receiver sending unit up here, I was told. They made a software change or a change to the whole platform that makes it so that, which I don't know, this doesn't sound positive, but maybe there was other positives associated with their change. But all of it now, it doesn't work when you put the sending unit down in the boat, which is where mine is. So I got to move that up here. Then I got to remember to, there's an app that I'm a member of called Sea People. And some people use it for inland boats, but it tracks you and it puts you on that platform live. Not the cameras, but the boat location. And I keep forgetting to activate that before I leave. If I have to change that camera, if I have to shut my phone off for some reason, not shut the phone off, but if the camera goes off, I'll go on that app and turn it on, even though I've already started. We're at 30 feet and water's at 45. Or the bottom is at 45. So we're still good. So I got to get a new bimini top. This one is it's old. It's a 2008. Now, it was stored for 14 years, like the whole boat was, and not used. And it wasn't in the sun at all. But it leaks like a sieve. And I don't like the fact that it's black. Everything else I got on my boat is blue. So I could get a new one off of Amazon for about $150. And it looks like it's the same size, but I have to take some measurements on this. Where's this thing? This one must be built specifically for this boat because it has no adjustment. Like one tube slipping inside of another. Doesn't have that anywhere. But the one on Amazon looks like it's adjustable. Should be good, because then if it's not perfect, it'll still work. Oh, this is nice. That other sailboat is still down there, straight ahead. And he looks like he's going faster than me when he should be. He's got both sails out. I don't want to go fast. I want to fish. So I'm a person, like whenever a lot of things on this boat, I designed to have dual purpose or multiple purposes. And my head just thinks that way. And so today, for example, we're fishing, we're sailing, and we're streaming. And we're scratching our head because it's been a couple days without a shower. So that's 4 things at once. Wow. Impressive. This lake is big. I think it might be 25 miles long. But there's a bridge up there, so I can only use about half of it, but I've never even made it to the bridge yet, so that's no big deal. And then it has fingers that go off. The finger back here is the one where my marina is. This is the next one, and I think it might be one of the biggest ones. And it could be even 3 or 4 miles up that finger. So there's peninsulas and fingers of water. There's one back there going that way. I don't think there's one here, but there's one up there goes that way. And then there's another one around the corner up there that goes that way, and there's another one up that way, or up further north and off to the west, I mean. So it's a lot of square footage of water. And it was built, I wonder what year. I should look that up. I should memorize, for this stream, I should memorize more, all the statistics for this lake. Probably one of the, it's a huge bass, largemouth bass fishing lake, and they have tournaments, and the Pro Bass Tour, or whatever that is, comes here once a year, I think. And so largemouth bass there's a lot of them, and there's a lot of fishermen for that. But then also there's a striped hybrid bass, which is a hybrid between a white bass and a striped bass, and they just call it a hybrid. And those get big. Those look like, I see the guides come into my marina, and they'll come in. I counted 18 of them on the table, but the table was full, so they might have had more fish than that, and the guy was filleting them. But they all look to be definitely over 5 pounds. I would say they were in the 8 to 10 pound range. And they catch them on live bait. Let's go here for a while. So that's a popular fish on this lake. And then there's bluegill and crappie, and there's channel catfish, there's blue catfish, and I think one other kind of catfish, and I don't know what it's called. I've caught quite a few catfish, and they're all blues. Oh, flathead. In fact, it might not be channel catfish, it might be flathead. Flathead, blue, and one other. Maybe that's the channel, but I thought there was a weird named one too. There's an island right there. Every time I come by here, I don't see any people running around on the island, but right now I can see 3 boats docked there. Our hook's at 30 feet and the water's 42. I might have to start promoting my channels more, because this is a lot more fun when somebody's chatting, I'll tell you that. I better check and make sure I'm actually streaming. It would appear that I am at 7,200 kilobytes or megabytes per second. I'm not sure which it is. And it's 11:44. Probably get in about 1 again today at least. Yesterday I got in at 2:30. I wanted to watch the motocross race and I thought it started at 3, but it actually started at 2. So I missed, what did I miss? I think I missed the first 250 moto. Or excuse me, 450 moto. Oop, we lost the camera. What does it say? I'm going to pull this off and read it. Less than 10% battery. Okay, that's fine. What I'm going to do, I'll change that battery, but I also want to see if we can go on See People. Social media, See People. Okay, so that looks like totally different to me on this phone. Following, let's go live. Okay, so let's go. Seems to be tracking me right now. I can never tell. Okay, the live has got kind of a green thing around it. What is this? Okay, so I just ended a trip. Let's discard it. Okay. Now, start tracking. What?